Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the alternate pathway of the Age of Wonders 3 campaign, the Elven Court. Just a reminder, this is a what if I had made a different choice in scenario 4 of the campaign and decided to side with Groshak instead of siding with Nomlik. In our last episode, we continued making our way through scenario 6 of the campaign, this being the last scenario of the campaign. Now, we had some good things happen and unfortunately some bad things happen, so maybe we'll start with the bad. We attacked Baradir's forces here that were garrisoning this defensive structure, which is a fort with the stone walls there, and unfortunately it was extremely well defended and we were repelled. We weren't able to successfully kill off all the units there, although we did whittle it down pretty substantially. However, you can see there's still quite a few units remaining. Now, thankfully, we did save Sundren and Reskar, so they are both still alive, but we're now in the process of having to rebuild our stacks because we've lost pretty much all of our units that we had kind of on the front lines there. So that's the bad news. The good news is we kept our heroes alive, and we do have means to continually add more units into this stack, although not easily necessarily, but we certainly can do it. We've got some priests making their way down currently, so that's at least something to get us going, and then hopefully we can use some befriend animal and some charming to get more units going too. Now, before we jump into the episode proper, I did just want to give a quick shout out to QKnight45. QKnight had made a comment there and questioned whether or not our objective was to get rid of Leonis specifically as the Emperor of the Commonwealth, or if we had to kill off each of his generals here and Leonis himself. So let me just go back and check our, I guess it would be under our mission objectives here. One second. So we'll go under the overview panel. Yeah, so it looks like we have to slay each of them. Leonis, Grimdaughter, Baradir, and Yzzo. So we can't just kill Leonis and end it. We apparently, at least based on this, have to kill each of them separately. So I appreciate QKnight just kind of double checking that, because if we could just headhunt Leonis, obviously that would be a little bit easier. As always, a huge thank you for the excellent comments and suggestions. Let's jump into the episode proper here. So we're going to skip our production choices, as always. Although I think maybe we were down to just, yeah, we were down to just production. So we will do merchandise pretty much across the board here, I think. At least in our smaller centers. In our bigger cities, we might be able to actually start working on a few things. Now here, the growth is like atrocious, but maybe we do a Master's Guild. We have the money to do it. Let's get that done. And maybe once that's finished, we could start working on the Rogue's Palace, and then eventually maybe get us able to produce Shadow Stalkers. We have to get the second structure as well, I believe, but in our smaller ones, we're going to just do merchandise. I just don't think it's worth developing. I might even do this permanently for now, just because it's such a tiny little village. Now, in Ygendale, I'm thinking maybe what we do is we want to gear this city for production, like probably for unit production, because it's on the front lines here. Currently we can make priests and civic guards, that's it. It would be nice to maybe get a Rogue's Palace eventually. That being said, and a siege workshop would be wonderful to get this over the hump of 100 production. That being said, that may not be as easy to do, given that we do need more units in our group right now. So I may just crank out priests for the foreseeable future, honestly. On the coast here, I think we'll just maybe do... I'm gonna make a civic guard. I feel like just getting a few units even to guard some of these cities is gonna be helpful. A Senvar here. I feel like this one we could get a Rogue's Palace going. Again, I want to get at least 1 or 2 cities where we can make Shadow Stalkers. Okay, we're going to end it there. So now the big question is going to be, what does Baradir do? Is he going to reinforce this position, or is he going to just sort of leave it as is? Looks like Julia's putting in some work. Okay, I see him moving some stuff around at least. I suspect we're going to need units here. Oh yeah, he's moving in, so we're going to probably want to move back here to defend the city. Ooh, geez. He's actually got a decent amount of units here to reinforce. Oh, nice. Okay, there's some roaming units here. We could attack them and try to get, perhaps steal some of these animals. We could befriend animal on the Bleak Warg, I bet. So that's something we could do fairly easily. In the meantime, we've got all these priests making their way down, so we'll do that. Yeah, and we'll just keep on coming down. Again, the goal is to rebuild our forces to then attack this. Obviously, we can't do that with just priests. We're going to need more muscle, but... So I'm thinking what we do is we start this fight. We'll go and try to befriend that warg if we can. I think probably would be not bad doing this. It would be wonderful if we could hit all of them. I just don't think that's possible. They're too spread out. We could step up one. Okay, we'll kill off this dire warg, hopefully. Nice. And then we can go assassin strike the wolf. Nice, there's a kill. And then they shouldn't be able to kill any of us, so I think we're okay. We'll protect our priests a little bit there. At least they had to go all the way around. And I don't think I can use charm on these ones. Oh, I can. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go for the befriend animal. Nice. I was going to say if that didn't work, then we had charm as a backup option, so. Alright, that's great. So there's an extra unit to help us. We could try and clear out a few of these structures as well. Like, this is a chance to recruit somebody as well here. I don't hate that idea. Definitely not the worst thing ever. Alright, well, let's do that. We'll head down, and then next turn we can add the warg into our stack. And then, of course, we've got our priests still moving down to join as well. Again, we're going to have to reinforce this city almost definitely. We may end up even losing it, we'll have to see. We've got our corpse looting back, that's going to help our income a little bit. Treasure raiding, we want to get that going again. Yeah, Yzzo disjuncted it, of course. For research here, I'm thinking we probably just mainline going for the succubus at this stage. So that's what we're going to do. Julia won a battle. She blasted... Oh, she's already attacking some of Yzzo's group. Alright, so now we want to go, and this is the thrones, or the... we've taken the throne city of Yzzo. Now we have to try and eliminate Yzzo himself. You can see him right there. Now, the one thing I'm really afraid of is that he might relocate his throne city, and if he does, I hope it doesn't end up in this city, because you can see how well defended it is. It would be a real pain to get in there. If he relocates it to this city, though, that will make it much easier, and then we can just kill him and take his throne. So we'll have to see how that goes, but next turn we can attack him. Now this group, I wouldn't mind getting them up a bit further, so we'll grab the haste berries, and then I think we'll keep moving up this way. Now let's see, we've got a knight that's been produced. That's wonderful. So what I would love to do is get the knight down here to help, so let's just focus on that. I think we'll just keep producing knights, honestly. The production in this city is kind of terrible, though. You know what, maybe we do a builder's hall first, just to, like, improve our production of those knights. The city's also going to grow in 2 turns, which is kind of good. Now some of the cities down here, I'm still not sure how much I want to develop some of these, because this one is kind of nice because it's got the tomb, it's got the shrine to the Wizard King. As it expands, it's going to get this ancient ruin. So this is a decent city. I feel like maybe we just focus on a bit of growth here. Let's maybe do a store hall. Over here, I'm not as keen on development, so we'll just do merchandise. Ugress I had kind of written off, but you know, it's actually not a terrible city in terms of it's actually of decent size. I suppose we could do a builder's hall just to get it going. I feel like I'm running out of cash though, which kind of sucks, but... Okay, and here we go. This human city definitely needs to produce something just to add some more bulk to our forces. Let's just do some archers maybe. Okay, back up here. We've got our priest ready to go, so we'll keep sending them down. Now, like I said, I was going to just keep doing priests for the foreseeable future, but man, getting a siege workshop would be nice. We can currently do priests in a single turn, but I feel like this would be a good city to get the Rogue's Palace, and then I think it's a planar gate is the next structure. So we'll have to see. I mean, again, the extra production would be really helpful. Getting just that extra 10 makes a big difference, but it wouldn't change how quickly we can make a Rogue's Palace. Maybe we just keep doing priests, honestly. I think just having the extra units is going to make a big difference, so we'll do another Civic Guard here. I just want to get a couple of them to defend my territory, kind of, at least to act as a bit of a deterrent, if nothing else. This wild horse I might as well add into this stack. Now this little guy, we were doing some more exploring. Fortunately, it's kind of, yeah, it's looking like this is sort of a dead end over here. I think we'll just stay put for now. Alright, so again, we want to watch what Baradir does. I'm really hopeful we can at least get Yzzo out of the game, but... Oh, and here we go. He's gonna take the city for sure. That's a bummer. Alright, well, I mean, this is gonna be suicide, but at least we can mount some kind of defense of the city. Yeah, and our units aren't close enough to get there to actually help out with the defense. That being said, you know, we could make our way back that way to at least get going on the defense. So maybe what we do is we just fight our way through this group, this stack, and then we come back for to reclaim the city once it gets captured. I think that's probably our best bet. Alright, okay, we'll go here. We'll do this fight, and again, the goal here is to try to just recruit one of these units if we can via our charm ability. Do have to be mindful that we can't really cast spells as easily in this fight, but I don't think we'll need them. I'd like to either get a Dwarven Apprentice or this Draconian Incanter. Those would be my top choices for recruitment here. You can see the Incanters are immune to the frost damage, so that's kind of wasted on them, honestly. So I think we might go over here, do this instead. Yeah, there, we got rid of the Wisp at least, which is good. We'll flank around here. Pretty good damage, honestly. Our horses can't quite get there, which is disappointing. Just looking what would be best here. I think we could... Oh yeah, we can get the kill this way. Nice. And then let's just blast here. Some good damage. And then what we'll do is we'll just park our units here to guard our hero. Okay, that's all fine. Just taking a little bit of extra damage. Nothing crazy. The good news here, though, is that does free us up. now that they're not in defense mode, we have a better chance of getting them. See? Well, we'll do the Incanter, it's a better chance. Ah, that's too bad. Would have been really nice to get them, but... do a flank shot there. And then... probably best to do a heal. Yeah, on our horse, maybe. And we can do a Bestow Iron Heart, although, no, it's probably better to just get damage. Nice, good kill there. And then... yeah, let's just charge in, get the finish. Very nice. Traveler's Boots. I think we have like leg gear with everybody, all of our heroes currently, so I'm not going to take that. It would be nice to clear this out, honestly, but I feel like it's probably better to get up there and defend the city, quite frankly, so we'll worry about this later. For now, we're going to go up here. We'll clear this out, try to recruit somebody. They're going to have greater life stealing, which is annoying, but we'll manage. We want to try and heal our bleak warg there if we can. Let's see. Okay, we can kill the initiate, no problem. Nice. And then I think what we'll do is we'll move on back. Drop the Bestow Iron Heart for the healing. And now we're in really good shape. I feel like we can just wait it out and sort of tank what comes to us here. Oh yeah, no problem. Now the assassin, we do have to be pretty careful. They can do a lot of damage, obviously. I wouldn't mind getting the Storm Sister. That would be probably my preference for a unit out of this battle. Nice, okay. And then what we want to do here is probably just try to kill the assassin if we can. So we'll go here. Nice, and that's awesome. That's a big kill. That makes this a lot easier now. And we'll just hold tight here. You know, we're going to take some punishment. Yeah, we knew that was coming. That's fine. We'll just do a self-heal. Excellent. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move over with Sundren and go for the charm. It had low odds to work, but still worth trying. And then we can get a big flank shot here. Oh, interesting. It didn't flank them. Alright, we'll charge in here. Nice, there's the kill. Alright, very good. Okay, that's nice and easy. And then what we'll do, like I said, is we'll head over to try to help defend the city. We did get a nice level up here with Sundren, which is really good. She kind of has all the big upgrades I want to help her lead her stack better. So quite frankly, I think I'll just give her... I might give her First Strike, honestly. I feel like that's a good upgrade for her. I don't think she has it currently. No, doesn't look like it. I'm just kind of panning through. So let's grab that. And then we'll do some extra defense. We will cast our treasure rating spell. I should have thrown that on before we cleared out these structures, but oh well. And we can start summoning a crow since there's nothing else for us to do with our magic. We'll skip all of this and see if there's any more movement. I believe there is, yes. Okay, yeah, we have Grow Shack. I almost forgot. Okay, so now we want to go and attack Yzzo here. Unfortunately, our stack is not, you know, optimal for this, but I think we can still get this done. May end up losing a few units, but we'll try our best to do this with minimal casualties if we can. And that hurts. Alright, now, we could use Chaos Rift if we have to, but I don't want to do it because it would hurt my relationship with the goblins. So we'll start off by using Thunderstorm. I imagine he's going to try and disjunct it, that would be my guess. We'll start rotating around this way with a few units at least. Then we'll kind of go up the middle more with this group here. Keep our Black Knight probably back, just given that they've taken some damage. Nice Thunderstorm. Oh, when he failed to disjunct it, that's awesome. It's good too because it uses up some of his casting points, right? Now what I'm going to do is start hitting Yzzo himself with Magic Fist. Since I didn't check if he had relocated his throne or not, so if we kill Yzzo, it might just end. So we'll certainly give that a try at least. Start blasting the Untouchable for some extra damage. Oh, nice. Thunderstorm putting in work. Okay, there. He disjuncted it. At least we got some good damage out of the deal. Alright, and once again, we're going to do the exact same thing here. And hit Yzzo with another Magic Fist. Like I said, I think we might be able to just end things if we can kill him. Nice, good kill there. Move our Shock Trooper up just to protect our apprentice. Vengeful Frost is nasty. Alright, let's see if we can just kill Yzzo here. Nice, okay. And it looks like he must not have relocated his throne, and that should end things. That's the last of Yzzo. Thanos, I miss you. At least your killer has been punished. That rat deserved far worse for his horrible, cowardly deed. Well, that's awesome. So that's 1 down, 3 to go. And that makes things so much easier for us now because we don't have to worry about this big city over here. In fact, I'll just say let me know when you're ready to talk. I think this one as well. This was the city here, the one I was the most afraid of. Let's check out what items he had here real quick. Let's take a look. Just a blowpipe. I think we can just sell that. We do have some item redundancy in here for sure. Oh, and we have a level up here, it looks like, with Groshak. It would be nice to get him some additional spells to give him kind of more options and versatility. But I think one thing that would be really good for him would actually just be more casting points. So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll save the rest of our points there. Now, I would love to hop in the water here and try to get across to make landfall here, and then we can reinforce Sundren and probably then mount an effective attack against Baradir with all of our forces kind of combined. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to wait 1 more turn for our units to be able to do that, so that's what we're going to do. This little guy, again, we just want to get him to the front lines of battle if we can. It's going to take a little while, but we'll do it. Okay, we'll absorb the city. And like I said, we picked our upgrades for Groshak. Nice, okay, we've got an archer. I'm just going to send him down. Make a halberdier. Okay, we'll head down, grab the haste berries, and keep moving. Oh, you know what? I should have saved those for my knight. Oops. Oh well. Would have been better to save those haste berries for the night, but that's okay. This is good though. We've got reinforcements en route, which is very, very encouraging. Now this stack down here, we've got a few options. I think what I'd like to do is actually go and get rid of this spawning structure because it's going to threaten all my cities that are located here. So let's see if we can do that. All right, so Yzzo is dead at turn 18. Did have domain invasion. Okay, we knew about that already. Let's just see, is there any more? No. Okay, so now it's production. I feel like our human cities are a little bit better for production here, but this one I'm gonna just do merchandise. Apologies, I had to clear a frog out of my throat there. So yeah, like I said, I think these little ones will just keep doing merchandise, really. It's going to be the bigger ones, like I said, for Ygendale. I think now that we know Groshak's going to be able to come join us, I would rather actually focus on some... Ooh, and look at that. So because the city grew, we've got more production. So I'm going to do a Rogue's Palace to get this city ready to eventually make Shadow Stalkers, I think. On the coast here, I think I'll make another Civic Guard. I'm just going to keep piling them up, honestly, just to have units to defend. And then here, I feel like again, oh yeah, let's get a planar gate. Then we'll be able to make Succubus pretty quickly once we get that done. Still got a decent amount of gold, so we could certainly do like more research, knowledge income or something like that. That's not the worst idea. I do have to be careful though. I don't want to like drain my income too much. I think we'll just kind of do it one city, one turn at a time kind of thing. Our Draconian one though is pretty good. I feel like we could develop it a bit more. So maybe this one we will do an observatory. Ooh, alternatively we could do a Rogue's Palace and get it closer. Yeah, maybe we do that. Oh, look, at the production is kind of terrible. I lied. We'll do a siege workshop. Go Vale. And that's going to do it. Okay, let's go check out what Baradir is going to do here. I feel like he's just going to attack the city, honestly. And if he does that, we can then attack with Sundren. Assuming he doesn't reinforce, of course. Oh, maybe I scared him off with Sundren's group here. It's not a particularly strong stack, but we know how powerful Reskar is with his spells. Plus, we've just got a sheer volume of units coming down. Oh, Baradir. Oh, Baradir killed off. Oh, look, it's Baradir himself. Wouldn't that be nice to go and kill him off? Killed off Julia's hero, which is a real shame. It's interesting, though. We know Baradir himself is down here. Boy, oh boy. Main invasion at Vrock. I'm not sure what it was. Oh, it must have been these roaming units. Right, well, we'll hop into the mountains. Definitely want to get rid of some of these spiders if we can. Right, we're gonna hop across here. These units aren't aggressive, so we should be okay. We want to get our crows going. Won't lie, I'm pretty tempted to get my crows down here to find Baradir himself. Actually, we know he's right there. You can see the little quest icon. Boy, would it be nice to get rid of him. The only thing is if we leave this city, it's probably going to get attacked. That being said, look at this though. We have units to reinforce it, so maybe we just go down. Ah, here we go. Well, let's do this. Okay, we'll send our crow down this way. Oh, and look at that. Baradir has a city down here. Oh, well, it's kind of... not sure exactly where it is, but it's close. Oh, we could definitely take him as he is. Let's do it. Let's go down there and see if we can fight him. In the meantime, we're just going to keep bringing everybody to bear here. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, he's got units coming across, so we definitely need to reinforce our borders here. Well, hey, we've got priests galore, we've got a halberdier. I might actually leave a few of these priests up here just to help guard this city. Everybody else is just going to keep moving down. Yeah, these three are going to hang out. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I think it would be great to upgrade this city more, but I feel like we just need bodies. We just need more defenders at this point, so that's what we're going to do. Over here, we're just going to keep making civic guards. There we go. So where did Julia win a battle? Oh, so she won a battle and then got killed by Baradir. That's annoying. Let's see what else we've got here. We're going to skip production. We'll do that after, as always. Okay, so priest is going to stay put. Our crows, again, have been scouting, so I think we might just leave them. They might get killed by these spiders, so we'll hop into the mountains a little bit more. This guy can just keep doing his thing. He's heading for the teleporter, I believe. So that's what we'll do with him. Knight. Boy, it would be nice to get our knight down here. Having a tier 3 unit again would be wonderful. We'll do another crow. Oh, nice, and we can just summon this one. I'm just trying to think what would be best here. Maybe we just go for the extra units here just to have more muscle. Just in case. I realize that's maybe not the best use of the crows, but I feel like it's not the worst thing ever either. Now this city, what did we do last time? We produced a storehouse, right? Because we were trying to have it grow a bit faster. Still going to take a while, only 10 turns, but suppose we could do a siege workshop. Honestly, though, I don't even think I'm going to develop this city now that I'm looking at it more closely. I think most of these we're just going to do merchandise, really. Now, up here, ooh, look at this. Okay. Well, that's nice. So this city now, we can start making some units to help us with defense. I feel like this ruffian isn't bad. Has flashbang and defensive strike. It's kind of a weird, irregular unit. Sparrowhawk is an archer. We don't have a ton of production, unfortunately, in the city. But at the very least, we could make some defensive units. Let's do this ruffian. Okay, Govale. We'll just do merchandise. Now our throne city, I feel like we might as well just keep developing it. So let's do a storehouse. Okay, here we go. Now this is the city that makes the knights, right? Yes, has the Hall of Chivalry. Now has a builder's hall, so has 86 production, which means we can make them in 2 turns, which is a massive improvement. So let's get another knight going. Up here we're just going to do merchandise, Guildford, merchandise. I realize I could do some of these cities with the permanent, you know, the infinite merchandise, but I do like getting to decide every turn because I do feel like it's actually helpful, because sometimes my decision might change turn to turn, so it's maybe a bit boring to watch, but I still think it's helpful for me, so we'll end it there. Now let's see if Baradir runs away. I hope he doesn't. I feel like he might, though. Yeah, shoot, he's trying to run away. You know what, though? We might be able to catch him with the haste berries there. Ooh, interesting. Okay, the pirate ships have moved up. Leonis is sending some units over. He looks like he's pulling his units back over here. Okay, now, if I do this right, maybe we can actually get to him. We'll grab this. Oh, weird. We can do it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just go right down next to him. Oh, interesting. He's got a lot of stuff down here. Okay, we'll engage this fight. And we should be able to kill him. That will be good. We'll at least get him into the void. And then, you know what? While he's in the void, we could turn around and try to attack more of his territory, right? Maybe we even bypass that defensive position that we tried to attack earlier, and we just go around. It looks like we're going to be able to. Anyway, we've got decisions to make. Let's see. So he's got mostly melee units. There's 2 irregulars. We've got a monster hunter and a prospector. I'm not too worried about them, honestly. So maybe what we'll do is we'll let them attack us knowing we're going to take some damage. Oh, and there's a kill on both. That's wonderful. Well, that makes this a heck of a lot easier. Yeah, we can just kind of group up a bit. And I'll probably try and steal the monster hunter if I can. Okay, worth a try. We'll throw this on. Nice, we got stuns on Baradir and the Axeman. Now we got to kill the monster hunter if we can. Let's see if we step closer. Nice. Oh, good damage. And then this should be enough for the finish. Perfect. And there's a level up too. Alright, we'll go for Baradir himself here. Let's just get rid of him. Perfect. Now, I think we'll just do some healing. And the priest can... Ooh, this Axeman is tough. You know what? We'll do a assassin strike here. Nice. Look at that. So now Baradir is in the void. That helps us out quite a bit. Excellent. Yeah, here we've got a defensive structure we can try and take. And we'll regroup here. Might as well grab these production resources. Ooh, a shrouded altar. Let's grab that. Oh, wow. So this city is already able. Nice. We can make succubus here. Let's get that going. That's incredible. And that's because I guess Yzzo was a rogue and already had a planar gate built. Oh, that's awesome. That's going to make this a lot better. Now, I think we have to get rid of these spiders because they're going to threaten the city, so it's a bit of a bummer, but I think we have to do it. Then we'll turn around and go for the spawner. So let's just move as a group here. Try and kill off the spiders, and then we can turn around and go for that spawning structure to keep our city safe, now that we know it creates succubus. Okay, now, good news is we've got lots of damage potential here. Ooh, the spiders can get to us next turn, which is not ideal. Well, let's at least blast the spider baby. Okay, and then we can step up with our bowman and get the kill. Nice. Okay, then we'll protect our bowman. Start working on the queen. Go like this. And we'll go here. Alright. So at least we're protecting our bowman. Ouch, that hurt. Our poor Union Guard is almost dead. But I think we did enough damage that we can finish this off pretty easily. So here we can kill this spider baby, no problem. And then we can get the kill over here as well. And look at that, we kept our Union Guard alive. Very nice. So now we're going to just head across the mountains next turn and start going for this spawning structure. So Saradas won a battle. Good for him. Just clearing stuff out, I guess. Oh, starting to blast some of Baradir's units. Invasion at Vrock, we dealt with that. It's nice too, there's a lot of production in this city because we have a dungeon. We also have Heart of the Blight now, which makes a big difference. Let's see, Vrock has been absorbed. Okay. Grimbeak Crow, Produce Succubus is ready. So now, ooh, we have to go for the Shadow Stalker. That's going to be phenomenal. Yeah, let's do it. Then we have to decide where to summon our crows, and honestly, feeling like it's probably going to be good to go down here and steal this away. You know what though, I think this might be a good place to leave it. This is kind of a, we've made a lot of progress, and I think we've kind of recovered from what was a bit of an unfortunate outcome last time, so we'll save it right here. I'll call this one episode 58. And as always guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.